Yeah, the only way is to do the work, because the bombardment of low frequency electromagnetic interference is perpetual. And it goes so far beyond human comprehension and the five senses and therefore the intellect. So the only way to break free is a level of diligence in terms of introspection. The only way to do it is to go after it like your life depends on it. And I mean it. So people get afraid of the D word, discipline. Right? Mm-hmm. So self-control and self-discipline. Now we learn self-control and self-discipline by working with ourselves optimally. Again, it's not caving into the thoughts, emotions, actions, and behaviors, because until we have recognized the I am for what it is, all of our thoughts, emotions, action, behaviors are in context to something we have aligned ourselves with, a belief, a concept, a role, so-called knowledge, or an experience. Now, none of those are the I am. They're way downstream for the I am. And one of the main ones that all of us have this hard time, and you were just talking about it, Guy, is this need, this fervent need for productivity, right? I got to do this. I got to, go. I got to do this, right? Okay. This is the slave mentality. Only a slave quantifies its existence through productivity. Just let that land for a second, right? So that is not the I am. The I am, the fractal of God, is whole and complete as it is. And it's only interested in exploring the depth of its unlimited nature. That has nothing to do with productivity. Nothing to do with productivity. So if we feel the compulsion to quantify our existence through how productive, how much of my to-do list did I check, whatever that is, right? Switch from, if we must quantify, switch from quantifying our existence by productivity to how present you have been throughout the day. How much of the I am, how much of the real you has been here today? That is an accomplishment worth going after. How present have I been today? How much have I avoided past, future? How much of me have I experienced directly today? And just start that way. That is a very worthy achievement. From my perspective, that is the worthiest achievement.
Why do you feel, everything, I'm just like nodding my head going, oh, that's gold. Why do you feel people are frightened to go there?
Great question. Okay. The ego mind identity, the EMI, okay, is bankrupt. Okay. The egoic mind, the finite mind, the lower consciousness doesn't authentically know anything, which is why the finite mind constantly wants more and more and more information, because it doesn't authentically, intrinsically know anything. It's bankrupt. So it clings, Guy, to everything for a sense of a false self, for a sense of itself. Because as soon as we detach and let go, the ego mind disappears and we recognize that it has nothing. So its defense mechanism is to reach for anything. Let me hold on to this belief. Let me hold on to this experience that I had. Let me hold on to this concept. Let me hold on to this so-called knowledge that I read or saw. It holds on out of fear, because as soon as it stops holding on, it disappears. So it's a fear-driven activity because there's nothing there. It's completely bankrupt. So if it doesn't hold on to anything, it has a panic. The key, it has a real breakdown. So the key is to observe the breakdown. Just observe, like we talked about, let the I am completely be aware of it, and the I am will alchemize that fear, because fear can only exist in the absence of the divine. The I am has no real fear. You're immortal and you're perfect. It's a fractal of God. The I am has no fear. None. So when we actually taste that tangibly, it will alchemize all the fears of the electromagnetic interference or the ego mind identity.
Yeah, it begins to transmute, doesn't it? It's fascinating. And I keep reflecting on my journey, but we have a saying when we run our retreats and workshops, we reveal, we feel, and then we heal. So to sit with those feelings and stay detached and not make them mean something or project something is slippery. It's really challenging to do.
Oh, because it's without a doubt. Yep.
Yeah. And that's the art of it. But when we feel the body finally give up or relinquish that grasp, like you say, and that alchemy occurs and that transmute, that's life changing. I mean, that's what changed my life, hands down. Once I relate to my body and my emotions differently to how I'd been conditioned, then everything changes without a doubt.
Yeah, you got it. That's beautiful. I love that. That I couldn't agree more. And another thing that we're doing when we actually do what you just said that you do on your retreats, we're going from reacting to responding.
Yeah.
Right. So reacting to this thought, this feeling, right? Reacting, right? The predictive programming. That's your patterned mind. That's your subconscious patterned mind. That's what that is. That's what reacts, right? The I am response. And one of the responses that we can have is to simply let it alchemize. And this is the liberation. This is what is life transforming. In fact, I'd even go on to say that it's not your life until you do this. It's someone else's or something else's.
Wow.